Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Silksong. This is episode 12. Last time, we had so much fun making our way through the Citadel. We have found our way. We navigated through the underworks and up into the coral chambers, which is just it has been so. The game overall has just been amazing so far. Everything I'd hoped for and more. But I think this is my favorite area of the game as of yet, just because there's something about the vibe and the aesthetic of the Citadel in general that they have done so incredibly well. And I can't wait to continue exploring it today. There were a couple things that we wanted to go back for. One of them is here, I think, there was a part where it looked like maybe if we were fancy about things, we might be able to do some pogoing if we have the right crest equipped. So let's try equipping the Wanderer crest momentarily. And we'll have to do a little bit of switcherooing on our tools. I guess that means we only get the one tool, which I have been liking these threefold pins. I do want to experiment more with the Delver's Drill as well, but the long-ranged tool feels like more of a priority to me. Let's also give ourselves the Weave Light. I think that's our default setup here. And then we do have so many yellow tool slots or charm slots with this, so maybe I'll use the magnetite brooch and we can use the shard pendant here, actually, because we're not really... Yeah, we have the room for it. So let's do that. And I've been liking this Thread Storm as well. So that feels like a good setup. And this will allow us to have our downward pogo, which I might be able to utilize in one particular spot that we found last time. Oh, shit! Oh, I am just in this very moment discovering the needle strike is different depending on the crest. Okay. So similar to the fact that you've got a much quicker needle, but a shallower, is that the right term? It's not, you don't cover as much area with the needle strikes. So it is harder to hit some enemies, but similarly, you do get increased range with this, and of course, a flurry of needle pokes. But you also, I don't know if it covers as much upward and downward area. The wide arc that you get with the Hunter's Crest is not there. So that is an interesting, so many, the differences in I want to play around with all of the crests. It's just that we have this evolved Hunter's Crest that has been so good for us. And it feels like kind of a primary mainstay. But we'll try to experiment with the other crests as much as possible, and this is a good time for us to do that. So the other thing that I did note in editing, I noticed that there was, I want to say in this room, I want to say there was a spot somewhere along here. I don't know. We'll have to recheck it and see. Why don't we go to that room? But I saw there was a cracked wall. I did see that there was a cracked wall spot that we could, oh my god, you're not gonna stop, are you? You just literally don't stop until, until I am done for. Okay, I got the bad end of that. I got the bad end of that bargain. Oh, you were not dead. Shit. Okay, at least I get the heal. This needle strike is so cool. I love it. That's so much fun. Sweet. Okay, gotta get back into the flow here today with dealing with the myriad choir members. And oh, that's another thing. I keep forgetting. I want to start off. It feels like a natural place to start off the episode with some Hunter's journaling, and maybe we'll do that with just a couple. Maybe we've actually caught up here. Are we? No, we still have some entries that we have. Let's just do a couple here. I don't feel like jumping into a full Hunter's Journal read right now, but we'll just cover the couple from the Wormways, I guess. The Gromlin, a young masked worm that delights in ambushing intruders within its tunnels. Yeah. I love those ambushes. They're so much fun. Oh, and then the Bell Beast. The Bell Beast is... Are you like a relative of the Gromlin? You're right next to that entry. A huge hardbone bug that lives within and travels through the veins of old bells across Pharloom. I guess it's cool, or not cool, but it's different from the stag, who never made it into our Hunter's Journal because we weren't hunting him. But the Bell Beast in this case was a boss fight. So that's cool that we get to get the additional flavor. This one has allied themselves with me, either as thanks for their saving or respect for one judged as equal. Whichever the reason, their fellowship is welcome. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the initial section of our Hunter's Journal read, and then we will resume with the rest at a later date. Perhaps later this episode. We'll see how it goes. I love that. I love that. I love how the needle strike on this Wanderer's Crest feels. So good. Oh, okay. All right. That could have gone better. Come here. Yeah, we'll just give you a couple threat storms. Let's just get that out of the way. So now I can hopefully. What I want to do here is, first of all, oh, that did not work the way that I thought. I wanted to see one bit of testing that I wanted to do here was to see if I could pogo. Can we do side pogos on these spikes? There we go. It can be done. You just need to do it right. Okay, I don't need to do any more testing than that. I just want to reestablish the fact that that was possible in this game. I suspected it was going to be, but we really hadn't had any... we may have had opportunity so far to try it, but it hadn't really been necessary for our purposes. I'm trying to find what I saw in video editing. It must be farther down. There was a spot. Here it is. I see it right here. That wall. Ooh, and Hornet actually kind of like has a little bit of a hiccup in her slide. That was cool. That was cool. The needle strike to demolish that sus wall. Get out of here. Okay, so now, are we not in the same? Ah, we're below where we were previously. That's it. Okay. Okay, so we can go. This might help us. Actually, I don't know where this is gonna lead. There's a, it looks like a navigation wheel on a ship. Oh, am I doing, oh, that's what this is. It's a gust of air. It's a drifter's cloak thing. Okay, so we don't need the pogoing at all, do we? What I was gonna do, which maybe we could still see it in action here, my idea. My idea was going to be to do a side pogo on these blades. But now I can see the non-complicated, the Occam's razor solution. See, I was gonna be doing this. I was gonna try something like this to say, hey, let's pogo up these, but then we would have a gap here where Hornet can't exactly easily get to the next set of blades. So we don't need to turn this into Path of Pain here. Fortunately, we just ride the wave. Whee! And there's a flea. There's our, wait a second. That's an achievement. Ah, similar to, I think we had an achievement like this in Hollow Knight for finding half of the grubs. And we have found half now of the fleas. Wow. Feels like there is a lot less fleas then. Because that doesn't really feel like we are close to the half the number that we had in Hollow Knight. But that's cool. Flee, be free. Excellent. So that means now that we can continue with, we can take off this marker. So those are kind of like, those were 2 items that I had on my list, and they're kind of just, they combined into one. So great. We'll keep rolling with the Wanderer's Crest, though. we'll reacquaint ourselves. And I'm liking this needle strike. This needle strike is pretty nice. I just need to time my jumps with these metronome platforms. Get back in rhythm on that front. There we go. We could go back to the bench, but I'll just look for... We just need a little bit more silk here before we can get a heal. So hopefully it will be fine. Because now, the only wrinkle to that plan is we are heading into new territory. And then the music goes away. Which is always a wonderful... well, it always makes me think I'm walking into a boss room. Maybe not, though. Because there are some passageways here. Well, I thought that the map... I thought maybe we would be able to go up. Oh, it does look like it. This... It doesn't... Oh, it's not open, but this does look like this is going to... Maybe we'll be able to open this from the other side. I think I want to start, though, by going down. Because there was that mysterious room... There was a bug and a real shiny object in the upper portion of this area here. And I didn't realize that the map kind of has... It naturally leads down there. So why don't we follow that path? And keep our eyes peeled for as many of these sus walls as we can find, as always. Because I'm under no illusion. Oh, I see one over there. I'm under no illusion that I'm going to be finding all of these on my own, or at least the first time through an area. That's for sure. I hear a shiny. Why is this? I forgot what this thing's called. Ragmite or something. Why is it not floating up to me? What are you doing, dude? Why must you be this way? Can I break this? I'll let all the Lumaflies or Lumafly cousins free. Okay, that mite is not... Wait. Oh, it's just Hornet moving around on the platform. I thought the platform was going to give way. Probably would have already given way if it was that sort of platform. Hornet really thrusts forward when she does that, so you got to be careful because she will just thrust herself right off the ledge. Shit. Shit. I do not have enough for a heal. Okay. Oh, I jumped off the wall. If I'd have dashed instead of jumping. Damn it. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. First death of the day because I took some silly hits, but that's natural. It just never feels good dying. You never really fully get used to it. It's never something that you're, like, fond of. No! Those things just appear! Bro! These things just randomly appear out of the blue. What were they called again? The choir... I forget what they're called. Oh my god, that is the most unsettling enemy by far. Up to this point, I need... Yeah, there we go. I want my... Oh shit, it's not gonna... I don't want to... Fuck. Whatever that thing is called. The things that drain your soul. Choir maidens or something? I hate it, man. It may not even be the toughest enemy by any stretch, but it's just the fact that it drains your... I wanted to press up when I did that. Not spend a Silkstorm. Not spend a Silkstorm. Come on. Oh my god. The flight patterns. The flight patterns on this little dingus is so sporadic. So unpredictable. There is definitely a shiny object. Oh, I can even see the glow of the shiny object there. Okay. They're really cluing us into that one. But all these doors are locked. There is one that's open here. Okay, let's get our cocoon back, though, before we do anything else. Damn it. Okay, this guy's actually really simple to deal with. Just let him pass under you. It's very easy. It's something I have to remind myself of is that the way to deal... Okay, we're not going through the ceiling for this one. The way to deal with so many enemies, the lesson that I started learning from Hollow Knight, and I need to kind of relearn here in Silksong, is when it comes to movement, almost always less is more. You standing still and just letting the enemy do its thing, and just doing whatever the minimal amount of movement that's needed to react to the enemy is often the best course of action. Not always, but you usually don't have to, because especially there's no like, well, in this game there is kind of momentum. I do have to say that is a little bit of a difference from Hollow Knight. There is a bit, especially when you're running, you have this, you know, the momentum of turning around. When you're running, when you're moving at normal speed, there's not as much momentum. So just constantly staying in motion is not gaining you that big of an advantage. But it is a different story with Hornet because she does a little bit of a different story because she has the running. Okay, I don't know how to get that item. I don't know how to get that item. There must be some way to open the doors in this area. Is it through... Is it related to these platforms somehow? They're so... Could we apply more pressure to these? Like, I don't know, if I had my drill tool equipped. But the drill tool did not seem like it's meant to cause changes in the environment. It didn't feel like that sort of tool. Or if there are any tools like that. So far, all the tools have been combat-oriented. So, I guess we mark this? Question mark? I guess I'll put a red marker here. Just because those are the ones that I have left. Don't know what to do about that. And it does kind of... I guess I've been using the red markers to denote closed doors that need to open. I feel like, though, there should be something in this room, because there's so many of these locked doors. And now I'm hearing another... I think there's another shiny that might be in this room right here, from what I'm hearing. Something somewhere is going to open a whole bunch of these doors, it feels like. Aha! Aha! Okay, this at least answers one question, I guess. Like, it doesn't have a predictable flight pattern, especially... There you go. Especially once you get in range. You just don't know what it's going to do. Rosary necklace. So that opened one door. Except it didn't really open it. It didn't really open it. It's like... That's kind of what I thought was going to happen with this other room. I thought for sure we would be finding a... You know... I'm always going to remember the time when I finally realized there's one particular shiny in Hollow Knight that you are, or is it a shiny or is it a chest? It might have been a chest. I don't remember exactly at this moment, but it turned out the answer to reach that item, the solution to reach that item was far less. It was far less involved than you thought at first. But this one is eluding me at the moment. Breaking the floor. None of these seem like they would be breakable floors. Okay, I don't know. I don't get it. If there's not a sus ceiling or something here, then I don't know what the answer is. So we put a pin in it. We have marked it appropriately, and only one way to go. Move on with our lives. Here we are. Yeah, we're on the top. We're on the top floor now of this. And now we are connected to the bottom floor. This is such a different aesthetic in this room. These chairs in particular are so visually distinct from everything else in the Citadel. It's like this was the private royal chambers or something. I thought there would be like a big creature in here that was sleeping, but maybe not. It could be just this guy, who I cannot talk to. Is he actually an enemy? Oh, glorious master, you are the best of us. Your taste so refined, your holy shining gaze. Oh, glorious master, so majestic, so mighty, your holy shining gaze. Okay, we can't talk to him. He felt like an NPC. He was just asleep, that's all. Or maybe I wasn't standing close enough. It looks like he's a waiter. He's got the little thing over his arm, the towel, or whatever. Loyal Mergwin. What an awful clattering. Would you kindly conduct yourself a little more carefully? Not a fan of the Needlein. And why are you adorned in such an awful, livid red? This guy is off to a... Totally not a snob at all. By my oath, those above must make a sport of sending me the most wretched servants they can find. I am no servant, sir. Rather a guest of sorts, invited by the Citadel. Tell me, is this vial of oil on display your own? I did not even think about the possibility that this might be our vial of oil. I love that Hornet is much more discerning than I. This is our pale oil? It sort of makes sense now. Pale. It is quite shiny, and it's pale. I didn't put two and two together, but of course that's one of our quests that we've been on, to get our first pale oil. Nothing here is my own, you impertinent young mite. This sacred hall and all the food contained within belong to my most exalted master, the great gourmand, the finest connoisseur who has ever lived, the one whose tastes transcend the ages. None are left now who venerate them as they deserve, save for the loyal, lonely bug who stands before you. Is Gourmand the one who is still snoring in the background? Because I feel like we're still hearing some really heavy snoring, and I did just see the curtains behind us kind of shake ever so slightly. There's someone else here, and I'm not sure I'm gonna like who that is. That oil is merely a small savory to whet their appetite for the grand meal to come. A spectacular, Pharloom-spanning dish that I have been planning for an age. But, alas, those above seem to have forsaken my poor master, and I have grown so old. Now I can never hope to gather the necessary ingredients. Blast their indolence. Let me guess. Hornet is going to be able to help you gather those ingredients. Still you tarry here, bug who calls herself a guest. If your idle claws need work, put them to service for our exalted great gourmand. I must remain by my master, so you will need to leave the Citadel and gather the ingredients for their meal in my stead. There it is. Gather great taste of Pharloom. All right. Wish promised. We're going to have to go outside of the Citadel to get this stuff. I could track down any ingredient you desire for a price. The oil you keep here may be of some use to me. Promise it as a reward, and your master shall have his meal. Huh! Such a squalid bargain ill befits a holy servant. But so be it. Fetch me the ingredients, and you shall have that pale condiment for yourself. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, I say awesome, but I might change my tune once I actually see what's involved here. Oh my god, we got 5 things to collect. We need a mossberry stew, a vintage nectar, a courier's rasher, a crust nut, and a pickled muck maggot. Okay. I mean, I guess we're supposed to figure out by... How are we... Like, the mossberry stew could be from the moss druid. The vintage nectar could be from the fleas. The courier's rasher could be from our courier in Bellheart. The crust nut, I don't know. The pickled muck maggot, I'm not sure. There's a couple of these I don't immediately know exactly where I would look. And we're getting pretty close to this Bugs of Pharloom as well. So, okay. Maybe he'll give us some clues. You dally still? If you wish to earn your reward, you should be hunting down those ingredients. Or do you need directions from a serving bug with some experience? He is going to give us some clues. Let's go. For our base, we require the gelatinous mossberry stew. Its concoction is a druidic art, a jealously guarded secret of the moss-painted caverns deep below us. Okay? I was hoping you would give me a little bit more than that, because I kind of figured that part. I kind of figured that part out. Is he only going to... Huh, interesting. So he might... It's possible he might give us additional clues, like once we pick up the other ingredients. Like once we get the mossberry stew, then he would give us a clue on one of the others. Could be. Or maybe he's going to be really stingy with the info. I need some help. I need all the help I can get. Oh well, that's all we're going to get for now, though, I guess. Okay, I think we've got all his Silksong here. And all of his dialogue. Okay, Loyal Mergwyn. And the master who sleeps in the background. We'll see whether or not we're going to be tussling with that... Who do you call him? The Gourmand? Which I guess is like a spin-off of Gourmet. Something along those lines. Okay, excellent. Let's go back up then. If we can. Let's head back up. And, whoa! Oh, those guys respawn. That scared me for a second. Probably should kill this guy and get some silk. Parried him. Parries for the win. Let's go. It's going to bug me not knowing how to get this thing. Hopefully we'll figure it out. Eventually. Okay, now. Scary room that I thought was a boss fight. Ooh, well, maybe we are in for a mini-boss of sorts. Wait, is it? I think it looks like it's holding... It looks like it's holding a bow. Not like an archer's bow, but like a violin bow. And I think I mentioned before that I do play the violin, even though I'm very, very rusty. But I guess it could be also a cello bow. But that's what it looks like. Except maybe instead of horsehair for the bow strings, it could be silk. That's a really cool touch. I don't know if the other enemies have had that. Similar enemies. This is a big one compared to the rest. I want to, if we can. Oh, of course you deal 2 damage. Of course you deal 2 frickin' damage. I want to get as much Silksong as I can from all of you, but when you deal 2 damage, I might not be able to. Wow, you've got your own Silkstorm. That is so cool. It's totally like a cello bow. That is so sick. I don't even know if it's possible to affect them with the oh no, another one. Shit. Now I'm dead. Now I'm so dead. Except it's only... Wait. Okay, I need one at a time, please. One at a time. At least they don't track me down endlessly. I get a little bit of a respite. Shit. Okay. One is out of here, and we get some silk in return. Need it. Need it. I needed a lot more than that, but I'll take it. Now, I cannot use my tools and still keep my charge from my needle strike, I don't think, right? Yeah, that does cause me to recharge. It's really... The needle strike gives you such an advantage with this Hunter's Crest because it really increases the range. Shit. Okay, this is a pretty good pattern. Shit. Was a good pattern until it wasn't. Run away like a scaredy cat and heal. That's my formula. And then you go back to your you go back to your reset position. It's almost like they salute before they jump into battle with us. So honorable. I got my own Silksong, baby. I got my own Red Storm. But I love calling it Silksong. It just sounds better. Sounds cooler. We got a lot of rosaries, guys. We kind of need to be able to spin some rosaries. Okay, any more you? What are those enemies called, I wonder? Oh, that's right. I have a hunter's journal now. Those are the Grand Reeds. It was a Claw Maiden. Okay. I hate these guys. The Grand Reeds are, look at that. It's high standing insect of the choir bearing a bow. This elite reed has been trained and fed beyond its smaller fellows. And that is in contrast to the reed, which just carries around a regular old pin. Dude, that is so cool, man. Like, that especially for someone like me that does have the history of playing the violin. That's such a cool touch, man. I absolutely love it. That an enemy would wield like an actual violin bow as a weapon. And it makes perfect sense when you're playing Silksong and you're in the choral chambers. Dude, oh, what is this on the wall back here? This, look at the emblem. It looks like it's gonna come to life. It's some sort of a wasp, maybe, but it's got like this absolute amazing looking helm and armor set. Oh, that is so cool. Now this has got to be a boss fight, right? This has got to be... Those guys are coming to life. We got a spotlight on us, it feels like. The metronome in the background. Yep, there they are. They're they're coming to life. The Cogwork dancers. What in the fuck? Oh shit. I'm seeing if I can get any luck with getting a Silksong from them, but I don't think... I'm not sure that's gonna be a thing with bosses. Look at them! Look at them doing their... Oh shit. I'm trying to... This is a flavor run here, guys. We're doing a flavor attempt because the dance... I should have dashed. I was trying to dash and I started playing the Pendulum again. Oh my god. Okay, now we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble though if those high reeds come back. It feels like an enemy that would only appear once. This is already... It's not as bad of a run back as we have as we had with the last judge, but this one is somewhat on the annoying side because there's this group of enemies here, which is not the easiest to run past. It's not the absolute ease. Oh, especially if claw mains come along. Oh no, that might be the same one. That might be the same one. I hate that that enemy is showing up here. Why do you have to get in on the action? I don't remember it appearing before. It feels like it only appears randomly. It's not a guaranteed appearance for those claw maidens. Damn it. Man, I really don't want to... Oh, God. I guess you just get so spoiled. You get so spoiled once you've made your way through all the Dark Souls games and you get to Elden Ring. And they basically have, you know... Basically, okay, all right, they can be leapt over. That's good. Once you've done, you know, a game like Elden Ring, which is basically eliminated, more or less eliminated the boss run back kind of entirely. And then it just, you go back, you go to a game like this and you're like, why are we doing this at all? Okay, are they gonna, they are gonna respawn these guys. God damn. Fuck. Well, shit. Can I even jump over them? No, I can. I can do it by, getting them to jump, right? Once you get them to jump. Not like that. You gotta get them to jump, I said. That's the only way I can see here, though, to do this without beating them every time, is to get them to actually jump and then go under them. But then you're still kind of waiting. You're hoping that they're not both gonna... Okay, I can't get over them. Never mind. Never mind. It's such a tall bug. It's such a tall enemy that it doesn't feel like I'm gonna be able to just naturally jump over them. Okay, we're not gonna do any Pendulin shenanigans this time. I probably should have readjusted my charms a little bit, but that's fine. Let's go with what we got. I am kind of in love, though, with this idea of... We're winding up the little toys here, the Cogwork dancers, who are gonna start... Oh, no! Oh, fuck me. You can't be near them. Or else they're gonna slash you when they land. Shit. Oh, I thought they were going to the middle. I thought they were going to the middle. This is, what the fuck? I can't stand close to them. When one of them is stunned, wait, that's not it, is it? No, we're just cranking up for the next battle, or the next part of the dance. It's gonna go faster. Of course it is. Up the tempo, everybody. No, I thought I dashed the wrong way. This is not, nope. I'm stuck in the corner here. Stuck in the corner. The way they're embracing in the center is so fun. Nah, fuck. Nope. I meant to jump first. I meant to jump first. God damn it. Come on. The music is so good. We're at the symphony, guys. We are at the frickin' symphony here. The Cogwork dancers. So good. No, fuck. Shit. I can't hit them when they're stunned. No. We're just going on to the next, what's the next part of the concerto called? My music knowledge failing me. There's a little bit of a Mantis Lord's feel. This is so cool. I love this. I absolutely love this. Not in love with this run back per se, but this is just phenomenal. Do I want to go with this crest? Do we want to stick with this crest here? Let's think about this here for a moment. It's okay. It's okay. The Hunter's Crest is still... The one... Actually, I think I do stick with this one. The fact that you can quick slash. I love the quick slash that you get. We just need to... We need to be more mindful of the fact that... More mindful of the fact that you can't be close to them when they land on the ground because they do that little, like, side swipe. They side swipe ya. There's no reason for us to have this on. I don't think we need the anklets. This is not a, oh, let's run around as fast as possible fight. So we'll just put on this Dead Bug's Purse, but just in case, I guess we'll see how many rosaries it gets us back. We're not using these threefold pins at all. Do I use maybe the flea brew instead? I could see us doing that. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a shot. No, it's still fucking... See, that's what I was afraid of, is that it was gonna fucking hit me on the head. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. This is so annoying. Oh, why do these runbacks have to exist? Like, they really just need... They really needed to do, like, the Stake of America mechanic, you know? You don't have to necessarily have a full-fledged bench. So if the player wants to go, if they really want to retech their crest and charms and everything, then make them go back to the bench. But if they don't, if they just want to keep retrying the boss, then have something here, some other, you know, I don't even know what you would do it, like a little cocoon of hornet mechanic that brings you right back to where you, brings you right back to the boss fight without letting you retech your stuff. That's what they needed, man. That's what they needed. Because otherwise, you just don't need to interrupt the flow, the wonderful flow that you've got going with the the Cogwork dancers. It's such a good flow. Presuming that you don't land on them or walk into them. Dang it. I still don't exactly know what's happening. I'm gonna take the heal here. I still don't know exactly what's happening when I get those, that special sound that happens with the Hunter's Crest. Still don't know exactly what it's doing for me. I got caught in the middle. That was bad. Got caught. I should have healed there. I should have healed. I'll heal. Take the opportunity here. And I also forgot that I have a fucking thing to use. so fucking cool. I love this dance. Shit. Trying to stay one step ahead of them is, oh my god. I can't hardly do it. I can't hardly do it. No! Never mind, I could hardly do it. Okay. Alright, turns out they didn't have that much health. I thought maybe we were gonna have like 2 more movements after this. That's what it's called, right? A movement in a concerto. Oh wait, we're not done. We're not done. Only one. Oh shit, we are not done. We are not done. I thought we were done. How foolish of me. How foolish of me. It's still dancing as though the other is there. Oh, that is so sad. It went to go embrace, but there was nobody to hug. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Oh, that is so sad. Like, my voice is cracking out how sad it is. Oh my god. This, and it's so slow now. Oh, wow. Last dance, defeat the Cogwork dancers. I'm almost tearing up a little bit at how, oh my god. Boom, hello. That is just phenomenal. The entire room turns a Cogwork. Oh my god. Oh, and you have here, it looks like a music stand or a conductor. You know, the conductor puts their sheet music out in front of the orchestra. Dude, this is so... This is incredible. I love it. Aw, man. I'm heartbroken at the poor Cogwork dancers, though. Automatons of impeccable construction, welcoming entrance to their chamber with a display of deadly dance. 2 Cogwork bugs, and yet the soul seemed singular. A sad yet masterful imitation of life, imbued inside shells of iron. It did, there was a little bit of a, it was just ever so slightly reminiscent of Mantis Lords, how they dash across the arena, but it's so different from Mantis Lords. 2 Cogwork bugs. Oh, I should have played the needle in first. I forgot. Whoa, whoa. Shades of the Dreamers. Immediately getting that that instinct here. We've got 3. Are these also Cogwork creations who have lit up? Pilgrim of Pharloom, eternal. You rare chosen who hath ascended to this final threshold. Listen to our wish. Deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of our citadel. The song of the architects. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice, even as others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults. They who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets across the ages. And we would hear the melody of the conductors, high in their gleaming towers. They bearing the heaviest mantle, who would guide our land ever on to greatness. That is what we're getting here, aren't we? Pilgrim of Pharloom, eternal, regale us with our threefold song, that you may rise above and worship before our kingdom's divine heart. That's exactly what we're doing here. We're setting up the 3 dreamers, quote unquote. The architects, the conductors, and what was the 3rd one? I already forgot. Is this the part where we play the needle in? Maybe. Or the floor is just gonna completely fall away and we're gonna tumble down to the bottom. Okay, no reaction to the needle in. I want to check the objective first. Ah, this is so much fun. This is so much. And I'm also, it's just getting to relive this, the experiences of Hollow Knight being reborn this way. Oh, it's actually broken out into three separate quests. The Vault Keepers. You have to learn their 3 different melodies. Pharloom's crown has been updated to learn the threefold melody and open the path to the Citadel's crest. Conductor's melody, search the gilded heights of the Citadel for the melody of the conductors. Search the mechanized core of the Citadel for the melody of the architects. And search the cloistered wing of the Citadel for the melody of the Vault Keepers. This is all going to be within the Citadel. Jesus. Amazing. Amazing. There's more to listen. This is just them repeating what they said before. You've got to come back here and regale the... What are these? More Cogwork creations of who? The architects? They've got like horns out. Whatever they're made of here, this is how it's almost like a... What was the old... gramophone? Is that what it was called? I'm thinking of BioShock is coming to mind because it's like this old-time record player. But they've got the speaker or the horn from that contraption as that's how they're speaking to us. That is so cool. Okay, we do not have a map for this area, and they've given us down and also to the right. We can go in several different directions. Why don't we go to... Maybe we'll go down first. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go down. Cogwork core. It was just mentioned. This was... Oh, there... Oh, look at this. Just like... Oops. Just like we had with the 3 Dreamers. Wow, this one's actually really close over here. Or at least it feels very close. But yet, how would we get there if not we have to have the ability to navigate these rings? And then there's one way up here. They're kind of... These icons look like they match or correspond to the constructs up here in this room. Yeah. This one with the 4 eyes. And then the other 2. So you've got the Cogwork core, a whole new zone in this direction. And you've got the dismantled Cogwork dancer down here. At least one of them. That has fallen underneath. And there's a bench down here. Okay. Ate a bench? Probably. Maybe not. Have we actually been given a bench for free for once? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We did not have to pay for this one. Wow. Okay. That was cool. The flea brew was really helpful in that fight. Really liked how that turned out. Ooh. Okay, that guy is not coming to life. Neither one of these guys are coming to life just yet. Kind of figured the needling wouldn't do anything. Am I gonna regret this? Oh. Oh, it's the map. Another super creative way to dispense the map for a particular zone. It's this... It's like... It's right on theme with this invention, Cogwork style dispenser. And then... Oh, okay. How do you get up from this? How do you get up from the boss room? The game has... Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Can I destroy these? I can. Oh, like little gears and sprockets come spraying out. Oh, shit. So many other lifeless automatons strewn about. I'm definitely at in a bit of a state of feeling overwhelmed at how the game has. I maybe should have seen that something like this would have been coming, that we were gonna do the Three Dreamers thing again. But I guess I never would have. It's just that so much of the game up to this point, right? All this ground that we've covered in Pharloom has just been like this prelude. But instead of the Dreamers being strewn across the entire map, they're confined here to the Citadel. Okay. So then where do we go? That's the other thing maybe that I'm a little bit anxious about all of a sudden, is where do we go from here? How exactly do I get up from here? Apparently this is still over here as part of the Coral Chambers. I guess we'll continue to explore in this direction. And we have another one of these guys to deal with. Okay. Get up in their face until they dead. We have quite a few rosaries as well. It wouldn't be a bad thing for us to find a spot to spend these. Ah, do we need a double jump here? I think so. But I'm out of markers, man. I don't have any more markers to mark double jump, double jumpable. I mean, I do have 3 more markers, so I can put 1 here. I'm curious actually to see what this structure is at the far right. So we'll keep heading to the right for now before we head down. I'm curious to see what is over in this direction. More of the grand reeds to deal with. Getting a little bit face tanky here. Probably the wrong move. Getting a little bit too face tanky here because I've dealt with you fools before and I don't want to do it again. I just want to go where I want to go. Ooh, you were about to parry me. I think. We're getting some nice bits of rosary from y'all, though. Yep, okay. I see what we're doing here. We got the entourage to go through. Shit, I didn't need to take another step. Why am I dashing instead of hitting? I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm simply pressing the wrong frickin' button. And then I got greedy. I didn't necessarily have to defeat you there. Because I had the room that I could go into next. But I want to beat all the enemies at least once. I have this compulsion about trying to kill them all dead at least once. me go back to the bench here, and maybe we'll switch up crests. I did notice that we get half of our rosaries. That's actually quite a bit more than I would have thought. Holding on to half our rosaries is not bad for this dead bug's purse. I'm just thinking, though, I might want to switch back to... Man, the Beast Crest, I do want to play around with this more, but no blue notches. That's a rough one. That's a real toughie to have to live with no blue notches at all. I think maybe I want the Haunter's Crest back. I can feel the limitation. The limitation of the shorter needle with the Wanderer Crest is kind of getting me just a little bit here. I think, though, that I will stick with the Wanderer Crest for now. We've been using it to good effect so far this episode, and I will stick with it. I think I will switch my tool, though. We'll switch this maybe to the Delver's Drill, but it does feel nice to have the longer range, one long range option at least. The threefold pin has felt nice in that regard. I do want to play more with the Delver's Drill, but let's roll with this for now. I think I'll get rid of my Dead Bug's Purse, though, and I'll bring back the Shard Pendant. Yeah, let's do... Although the Silk Speed Anklets might be better. Maybe while we are going against... Maybe... I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't need that to beat these reeds. I just need to not be greedy. Not be greedy. And I can also just run by them if it really comes down to it. I don't have to necessarily deal with every single one of you. Shit. Actually, I'm gonna go get my cocoon. Because I already beat you once. I don't need to beat you again. I just need to... Shit, my cocoon's on the other side. Shit, wrong way. Sometimes I'm facing the wrong way when I dash. Okay. Now, where is that cocoon of mine? Do I not have a cocoon? Dude, why are you so fast? Holy crap, why the fuck were you so fast? No, I do have a cocoon. It was just way down at the end. I was like, we are getting back all of our rosaries eventually, right? If we get our cocoon. And then I was like, wait, where do we have a cocoon? There's so many of these assholes to go through. No, not dash. I follow up with the dash sometimes. When I mean to start charging my nail strike. Just getting buttons mixed up. My brain is in like a fog after this Cogwork fight. My brain needs to break out of this. I think maybe I'm just getting like some sort of like a dopamine letdown after. I don't know if it's a dopamine letdown, but it's I had so much fun with the Cogwork dancers. And now, coming back down to earth. Coming back down to the realization that, I don't know about a realization, but it's a little bit of indecision about where to go. That's also part of the The world is so open to us now, you know? And we've got this quest. We've got this quest with the pale oil. I want to get pale oil. I want to get my needle upgraded, but we got this whole quest that's going to have to cover maybe all of Pharloom. And I'm thinking about all these other like loose ends that eventually we need to get to in Pharloom. Although there's not really too many of these that we can actually do something about until we get a double jump or grappling hook, quote unquote. Down or up? I think I'm going down here first to see what this building is. Okay. I was trying to figure out what this was. I guess it's some sort of a tent, and it's just kind of floating in the wind. Floating? Or being blown by the wind? This is a very cool looking building. What's over here? Oh, shit! A white key. Finely crafted metal key shaped to resemble a surgical implement. Grants access to the Citadel's White Ward. We know where that is. Well, I may not immediately remember. Was it here? I think it might have been here? Question mark? It's somewhere. Well, we will find our way back to it eventually. But we have the key now. Good, good, good. I keep using the needle in on corpses, expecting something to happen. It's not happening. Give it up. It's just that it happens sometimes, right? Every once in a while, you do get a needle in interaction. A bell bench. Cool. Yay. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. It feels like these were the bells that they were having us, that they wanted us to ring. We're in the first shrine. The first shrine. They wanted us to ring these bells in order to get through the Grand Gate. That's my guess. Okay, the first shrine of how many? There is somebody hiding out in here. What the fuck? Oi, you there. The eyeballs. It wasn't you, was it? Ringing that great clanging bell just now? Right when I'm trying to get some sleep? Oh. Caretaker. You're dressed more fancily than I was expecting. Admit it, you done it, you shifty little bell runger. You have chosen a curious place to rest, sir. Do you perhaps know something of this shrine and its companions in the lands below? Brondaga. Oh, so you ask funny questions as well as cutting bells free, eh? You certainly ain't a pilgrim, but you're clearly not of the choir either. No, I know exactly what you are. A bell-ringing lout. A weirdo. Don't... Hunter... the Hunter Hornet has been called many things in her times, but maybe never has she been called a weirdo. What? Choose your next words carefully, caretaker. Don't you realize what you've done waking that shrine back up? That bell has rung out far and wide. The wretched and the lost will have heard its call. They'll be making their way here now. Well, what's done is done, and what's rung is rung. Just make sure you come back here soon, you lout. You can help me deal with all the dirty little pilgrims and desperate scavengers who turn up. I see. The guy just had a place all to his own, and now we've ruined it. This shrine, awakened, it calls out to him, you see. It's safe here. Come on over. Ringing in the ears of every lost pilgrim and grubby so-and-so unlucky enough to have made it to this blasted citadel with their wits intact. Well, what's done is done. What's wrong is wrong. Just make sure you come back here soon. You lout. I ain't dealing with all the fresh intake myself. If time permits, Sir Bug, I shall visit again. You lout. You lout, you. Alright, I think that is the same as before. What's wrong is wrong, you lout. Hide and wait. A kingdom lost. Only a simple bug. Hide and watch. Spiraling outward. Is this what the pilgrims also sing? I think this is the similar song to... I want to say the pilgrims, but I'm not sure. Glimmering trails. Hide and wait. Yeah, I've heard these words before. I've just realized I wanted to put on my... I believe I would like to switch back to... my weave light. When we know we're not immediately facing off against the boss, let's get that extra silk. For more silk songs. So we're gonna come back here eventually, but let's at least zone out and zone back in and see if that makes any change. Oh, I heard a noise just then that maybe I should have investigated a little more closely. Okay, so you gotta do more. You gotta do more than just zoning out and zoning back in to get shit to happen. Now, was there a... Oh, I hadn't gone in here yet. This is not the door back at... I thought I was going back into the room with all the big reeds. Okay. Well, now we gotta see where this voice is coming from. Oh, shit. Fuck. Can't see you. You're hiding behind all the drapes, you stinker. Cannot see your ass. Okay, this is gonna connect over that voice. Oh my gosh. I'm so the shift in my mood, frankly. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just getting this anxiety of knowing the fact that there's so much to do now. And I need to find a temporary goal to focus on. And so I can keep everything. Let's actually do this. Let's, we want to try to stay organized here and systematic. So what I'm going to do is I want to check up here first. Because the map, maybe this is like an extra room that only... Aha! I wasn't even thinking of this, but I was kind of hoping we would, at some point, pick up a pneumatic tube. Now this maybe simplifies my thinking a little bit more. Okay, man, we have rosaries. Okay. I kind of wanted this. Now that we have reached, I wanted to get at least to... I mean, we have progressed our main quest. And we now see that there are the 3 different melodies that we need to learn in the Citadel. But we also have so much business in other parts of the world. I think it's time where I'm going to start to shift gears. We didn't get a new movement ability, so I don't want to do an extensive backtrack everywhere, but I do want to at least do some NPC sweep business, checking in with people. So let's go to the Coral Chambers. And the thing is, if we leave, it's not, let me go to the Underworks first, actually, and remind myself, where does this, I want to make sure I know how I'm getting back in. If I leave the Citadel, what is my course? It's actually quite, it's not that easy to get back in, is it? Because if I leave, all these scales in this room are going to reset, and I won't be able, until I get a double jump, I won't be able to get back up onto them. So I'd have to, hold on, let's ride over to the Coral Chambers, because this is the one that goes near, this is the closest to the Grand Gate, isn't it? Remind myself where this is. Yeah, this is right here by the Grand Gate, more or less. Could we, if we come, oh, if we come back in, wait a second. If I leave, is it gonna let me come back in? We have that bench that's at the first shrine. So if in the worst case scenario, we can save and quit back to that bench. I want to test this out though. I want to see if we're able to exit the zone. And still be able to come back in, because we have this quest with the pale oil, and I want to talk to all of our friends and let them know what's been happening, get some updates, give some updates. People like Chakra. But if it's gonna be a headache to get back in, I don't know. Damn it. Didn't do 2 damage at least. So this room, right. This room here, the issue that I have with this room is that these scales seem like they reset. And if they reset, how am I getting back up? Without a double jump, that is. Because if I go over here and I try to leave, and then I come back, I can't get back up. Right? I'm on the outside looking in. So that makes me wonder, right? This is the quandary of a blind playthrough. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm a dingus. That's all I needed. Just that one moment to realize, oh shit, I could have done this from the get-go. That's how we do it. Okay, mystery solved. Mystery solved. This is not about me needing a double jump. It's about me just realizing that the inner environment is a little bit more interactable than I was giving it credit for. Okay. Okay, so now we put a pause on the Citadel and the Coral Chambers and everything else there. We stick a pin in that because it is time. Gosh, so it is a trek to get back. I guess the Bellway though is right there. We just have to make this run back in like the opposite direction, which is not exactly a cakewalk or anything. And having to figure out what is reverse engineering the fall here. Maybe it's not that complicated. Maybe it's not too complicated, because there we are. Okay, all right. We made it. We made it, and now I understand how to get back into the Citadel. We can do all the things. So, let's take this bench. And we will stick with our Wanderer crest. And now we just need to decide where we're gonna go. We need to figure out what's the first place maybe Bellheart? Just check in with all of the NPCs in Bellheart. Why don't we start there? Although I know that I need to go to the Moss Druid. Let's go through this. Maybe we could even start at... maybe we'll start at Bone Bottom. Start where it all began. But we're not going to extensively backtrack every zone. We're just going to stop in at these notable places that we have some friends to talk to. Or at least we had some friends. Looks like Flick is still building away. Oh, and there is finally a new quest here. An icon of hope. Flick of Bone Bottom. The road is hard for we pilgrims. I want to build a beautiful symbol of hope to stand beside Bone Bottom and welcome all those who are about to begin their long journey. I'm so glad that Flick doesn't have any nasty words for the whoever broke his bridge that he spent hours and hours working on. And look who has finally left. Pilby ain't here anymore. Pilby has finally started his pilgrimage. Okay. Do we have the... I don't even know if we have 440. We don't even have the bone shards. The shell shards, unless we popped a shard bundle or whatever. We'll, maybe we should just do that. Maybe we should just do that. How many do I have? These give us, these give me 80. And the other one gives me 140. Before we do that business, let's check with the chapel maid. Let's continue doing our NPC sweep. We'll see what quests there might be in Belheart at the Wish Wall, and we'll check in with our friends here. This looks like nothing new from the chapel maid. Okay. Good. Good. Let's go to the Moss Druid then. That should not take us too long here. Let's get the first item on our wish list out of the way. We want that pale oil. Got to start rounding up the things. Always love to hear that laughing voice cooking away over here. Just don't cook me this time. Druid, I require a pitcher of your mossberry stew to satiate a gourmand of the Citadel. Will you pass some to me? A bug will consume my berry brew. Strong they'd be to bear a taste so sharp. Here's a flavor so ripe, searing, flavor of pleasure and pain. They too may see the visions if they taste it strong. The visions, could they see? Grant the stew for your bug, to share the visions. Yes, we shall pass it. Mossberry stew, get. Wish updated. So then, there we go. They show it, it's funny, they show us like the silhouettes of the other items, but I don't think that really helps that much. Helping us figure out what to do. Thick, syrupy soup of mossberries and druidic herbs. Sweet and aromatic, but poisonous to most creatures. Most, you say. Okay, and we are still also looking for mossberries, I guess. There will be some mossberries to find still. Now I think we head to Belheart. I think that's our big NPC hub that I want to talk to everybody, including Chakra. Let's head to Belheart. Because if nothing else, we know that there is what looks like there's going to be an ingredient from the courier. So that will get us at least one more item on our list, I think. We'll see if anybody has new dialogue, or perhaps looks like there's a new wish on the wall as well. No new items, unfortunately, from... Was it Frey? Was that your name? Okay, we have a donation. There we go. Perfect. We need something to spend our rosaries on. A donation quest is perfect for that. Belheart's glory, Pavo of Belheart. The work of restoring our sacred home is almost complete. May those blessed with rosaries share them with us for this holy purpose. And then there's a Wayfarer quest for my missing brother. Tip of Belheart. Need help quick. Me brother Pill has gone missing, vanished somewhere in Greymoor. Please to help me find him. Okay. We'll take that one, definitely. And then I just wanted to quickly check before we do the donation. I just wanted to look again. Yeah, these big bell homes hanging in the background, they were definitely not there before. I think I noticed in editing that as soon as we did the first donation wish, that's when those appeared. So let's do this. Let's do the donation. Good, good, good. Perfect. And Bellheart's Glory. And then we'll see if we can check in with the courier here. Tip, I promised a wish to an old bug of the Citadel. Ingredients for a dish to store a gourmand's stomach. Do you hold in your belongings a courier's rasher? It seems a key element. Courier's rasher? Not me, Miss Savings. Smelly fatty foods, good for most, not good for my sensitive stomach. You want my brother, Pill. Pill is big. Pill loves rashers. Can prepare them fresh for you, but first, Pill must be found, saved, safe. What a coincidence that there's a quest that we just picked up to save your brother. I have taken your wish, Tip. If I find your brother safe, I'll be sure to send him back this way. My many thanks, Miss Saving. You are brave. Same as brother. My faith goes all with you. Awesome. Okay. So we need to track down Pill in Greymore, which probably means that's actually perfect because that was the next idea on my list was to check with the fleas. Check in with them. Maybe also we'll check in with the Pin Master here just to see if he has any reaction to our picking up the location of the pale oil at least. Up there in that citadel, the fabled oil is waiting, bestowed upon this fine Pin Master, and your blade shall sing louder. I will find the oil, Pin Master. Keep your skills sharp. Okay, so I think that's the same as before. So not until we actually, the Pin Master doesn't want to speak with us until we actually factually get our hands on that, on the actual item. Chakra, it's good to see you. I've been missing you. But it doesn't look like you have any... No, you do! Oh my goodness. Yes. More markers. It's about time. Why don't you just sell these to me right off the bat? Because then it wouldn't be as nearly as exciting when I do get them here in this moment, right? You can use these to mark places of importance on your map. This dark shell material is cold to the touch and more resilient than it looks. It does look awesome. I'll pick those up for sure. Easy purchase, both of these. The bronze marker, these I have fashioned from the husks of old bells. A hard task to make, so the cost reflects the extra effort. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll pay the premium. You know we will. All right. Otherwise, nothing... Oh, wait a second. Chakra, if I may, I'd ask a small task of your carving talents. Within the halls of the Citadel, I encountered a means of travel new to me, a network of pipes traversed in vessels propelled by steam and air. That citadel is a labyrinth, and pins to mark each station would prove useful to me. Okay, sure. Another thing to spend our rosaries on. I kind of was asking for that, I think. What you describe sounds as hideous and unnatural as anything in that place. Still, if it will aid you, I shall craft the pins. Seek me at a moment not long from now. The pins will be carved and we may trade. Okay, so she needs actually some time to put them together. So that's kind of cool that Hornet makes a request. A special order, if you will, for our wonderful chakra-wielding rings. Okay, so that's all, unless we want to wait around for the pond catcher. Oh, I can climb this? Okay. There is that pond catcher Reed, who might be interesting to talk to again. But let's go to Greymore and talk to the fleas. Just a short little jaunt over in this direction, and we have picked up half of the fleas now. Certainly that would warrant some sort of a reaction from the Flea Master. I think this is new. Look here, all these lively fleas flocked to our caravan. Thanks to you and your hunting, our numbers grow grand. Mayhap, in time, we could grow to match even those caravans of our fabled past. To see so many safe is a welcome sight, Flea Master. Their playful cheer suggests you are a fine steward for the swelling troop. Ah, such kind words, Miss Hornet. How lucky we are to have found a friend so fair. But now we must away. These moors have been our host long enough. It is time to climb and hoist towards drier caves. Good friend to fleas, would you join us on this next journey? Travel with the flea caravan. This time I'm going to say no, because I suspect that we're going to be... I don't think they're going to leave without us, right? I think that was the impression that I had the first time, and I thought, oh, I don't want to miss my chance. But I don't think they would do that. I feel like they're going to wait for us to travel with them, won't they? This could be a mistake, but I don't really want to just up and leave to some new zone at the moment. So if that does mean that we, you know, the flea caravan leaves without us, then so be it. But I feel like they're going to wait for us. Maybe they are going to leave without us. Alas, Miss Hornet, until our paths cross again, our dearest wishes go with you. Safe travels to you and your troop, Flea Master. They are actually going to vamoose. Wow. I didn't even get a chance to, like, fill up my flea brew. Well. Okay. Okay, I guess that's what I get. So. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is a choice to make, then. I was right the first time. I did... Man, I guess I have it in my head that the Flea Masters should be more like the Grub Daddy, and that we should be getting these rewards every so often for collecting a certain amount of grubs. But we haven't gotten anything from them other than the Flea Brew, right? And they did also give us this connection here to Greymoor. But now we have passed up on that next connection into who knows where. We know the Sinner's Road goes in this direction, but how far? Like, there's a whole lot of the map that could be uncovered here. I'm so glad to have extra markers, though. Okay, dang. That also is annoying because, fuck, I fucked that up. I fucked that up, man. I almost wanted, like... I think it already saved it, didn't it? I'm gonna see if I can hack the system here, but I think I already, well, it's gonna save and quit. It's gonna save and quit from where we're at, so we've done what we've done. I might have totally screwed this up because my quest here asks for vintage nectar, and who knows where we're gonna get that from. It might not be from the fleas, but I had a hint or an idea that it might be from the fleas. So that kind of bums me out, man. That kind of bums me out a little bit. I've made a choice that I may regret. Especially if it means that it's, you know, gonna really delay this this quest. But I also, you know, I don't know for sure where I'm gonna be getting crust nut or pickled muck maggot from. Unless I go back to talk to, you know, if worst comes to worst, I guess we can always go back and talk to the guy. What was his name? I've forgotten his name. There's too many names to keep track of until I go to take notes. But he might be able to give us a clue where to find the nectar. And it may not be from the fleas. Especially if they can just up and vanish like that. Okay, I guess then we're gonna make our way to the halfway home. And we'll talk with our crew there as well, and maybe in the process we'll get a lead on where to find Pill. At least that's what we'll be looking for. I'm not gonna go back through the sewers if I can help it. Hopefully we can come across Pill on the way. It may, I mean, who knows, he might actually be at the halfway home, or the people at the halfway home might know of where he could be found. Or this is what I was figuring that we would come across something like this along the way. These tracker quests. I really love these little ghostly breadcrumbs that we get to help us along the way. Makes the navigation. It's a hunter. Once Hornet has picked up the scent, she can track it all the way. No, what the fuck? A more wing? There's a boss here? What the fuck, man? What the hell? There's just a frick. Oh my god, a more wing. How the fuck? Okay, we gotta get it together here. All right, you do a little fucking venge fly thing where you're diving at me. All right, fine. You do that. That one I can do. I can deal with that one. Okay. Its little claws. That wasn't close enough. The music. Love the violin. Okay, I'm getting a little bit sloppy here. I need to just... Well, I don't know. What I need to hit you, first of all, in order to get Silk, so I can heal. That's a good opportunity for me to get a bunch of hits. Well, maybe not a bunch of hits. Shit. Okay, now we're feeling all right. Now we're feeling okay. Especially if that opportunity, if you pose that. No, or I could do that, just fly directly into. So unless you've got a second phase or something here, I think we're onto your patterns. I just my needle reach with the Wanderer Crest is still leaves so much to be desired. Oh, there is a phase 2. Fuck. Damn it. Oh my god. You're gonna do 2 moves and one right after the other. What is this? Fuck. Stunned. Yes. Fuck me. Where was the second attack there? Oh, it comes back. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck. My heal takes so freaking long. Oh shit, I'm screwed. Okay. Well. Oh my god. Okay, well. I was having... Oh, I think we've gotten an update to our quest. I like that Pavo is calling us over here. This episode has taken such a turn, and this is just the nature of it's the nature of this kind of game, a Metroidvania. I'm sure Hollow Knight would have done this to me at various points, where it just feels like all of a sudden there's so much that's going on. And we're no longer focused on one particular area, just making our way systematically through the coral chambers. No, there's like stuff to do everywhere in every zone, and there's so many random interactions that, you know, bosses just pop it out of the air while you're trying to track down poor Pill. Oh my god. At least this is kind of close to the Stagway over here, I guess. So, okay, but we'll talk to Pavo first. Miss Traveler, thanks to your valiant contributions, our little town's starting to feel like its old self again. Homes have been hoisted and the square shines. So there's new places to visit, huh? I've seen the changes myself, Pavo. It is pleasing to hear my contributions have not been in vain. There goes that lawn catcher guy. Indeed, your generosity is a guide for others. We've only one thing now sorely missing. Bugs! What is a town without its residents? Age, scarcity, deadly thread. Bellheart is beset by endless ills. Now there's just us remaining few as you've met. In recognition of your noble efforts and as one small step to solving the problem, I have decreed a grand gift should be given. A bell home of your very own? What? Hornet's getting her own home? A place to reflect, a bed to lay in. It's hanging up there at the top beside our good pin master. Oh, that is so cool. I have no plans to settle Pavo, but for now, my task in Pharloom remains. And while it does, a residence may prove useful. That is so thoughtful of you, Pavo. Of course, your fortitude inspires us all. And if trouble ever descends anew, it surely won't hurt to have a resident warrior close at claw. Bellhome key. That's so cool. Key to a restored bell above Bellheart. I really need to get a hydrate here real quick. That, the more wing was stressing me out enough to where I really needed a hydrate, but I also wanted to, I wanted to see so badly what Pavo had in store for us, and, I think maybe it has been worth the wait. I was not expecting. We get our own bell home. Awesome. Awesome! The night never had anything as spiffy as this. Resident, acquire your own bell home. Achievement unlocked. I figured it would have its own rest spot, right? Do we actually get to go to sleep? Or we just rest like we do when we're at a bench? Very cool. I'm guessing it wouldn't surprise me if they're gonna have, you know, this, we're gonna bring like, I don't know, trophies back or something. As we hunt and fill our hunter's journal, we might eventually like mount. Oh, it is a bell. It's a home and it's also a bell, so imagine actually living in a bell and the slightest contact made from the outside of your home, just random animals or creatures bouncing off the walls of your bell, all of a sudden you are woken up out of that dreamlike slumber, enjoying that night's sleep, and just your bell gets rung. Not ideal, but for the purposes of Silksong, it's the best home that a hunter could dream for. Awesome. So that looks like the only addition, unless maybe Chakra has finished. She has. She's added the Ventrica pins. We just have no rosaries right now because my cocoon's laying over there. But as you requested, these pins will mark the travel stations within that hide that hideous structure of steel and steam. Chakra is no fan of the Citadel. Did we get that before from her dialogue? I'm not sure I had picked that up. If she was giving us that impression, I did not pick it up. What I want to do though is make a quick tweak to our, I think I might at this point switch back to the Wanderer crest, or I should say the Hunter crest. Maybe let's give that a shot here, and we will apply, let's do the Venom. Oh, that's not a yellow one though. Then maybe I'll use the Silk Speed anklets. And instead of Weave Light, we'll do the Polyp Pouch, and then that'll give us a little bit more DPS. Yeah, I should have been using these long, or the pins. Maybe I can use the drill, like when it goes over us. Maybe we can use the drill. We can try that out. Give it a shot here. But we can use the Bellway to get back to the frickin' Moorwing. Shouldn't be a terribly difficult fight. We kinda, these patterns are very understandable. I guess that comprehensible, that's the word I was going for. It's not, they're not the most complicated patterns ever, but he does deal double damage if you go whacking your head against him. Like that. What? He'd never done that before? I need to heal. I'll take the cover. Since it gives it to me, I'll take it. Huh, interesting. It looked like it didn't poison him. Really? Man, I still can't hit you. I guess I gotta go back to my hunter strike. Or needle strike. Why did I run into that? It's because I wanted to get inside the radius, that's why. Hate it. And I don't have enough silk to heal. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like this boss. I don't like it. I think it's just because I'm not able to hit it. I'm not able to hit it very easily. That's the thing. Is this new? Bellheart's lost much of its luster, but we still offer some comfort. Comfort to the pilgrims who climb this high. That must be the same as before. No, I feel like that was new dialogue. This is the repeat dialogue, I think. Okay, so just a brief little. Oh, maybe he has a couple different lines that he cycles between. Okay. All right, we talked to the bond catcher. Good. I don't think that drill baby drill is not going to get her done. Not really going to be... No, I don't want to... What am I doing here? What am I doing? Do I want to switch to the Silk Spear, actually? This could be a better enemy for the Silk Spear. But then there's a lot of openings for the Threadstorm. When he... there's a lot of chances to do the Threadstorm, so we'll keep that. What I might switch to is the Sting Shard. That feels pretty good, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Is there a better run back that we could do? Would the halfway home be better? The halfway home would probably be a little bit more convenient. Maybe let's check in at the halfway home. Oh, actually, you can actually start tracking here from the... It's a really good idea. When you don't, like, the guy could be lost anywhere in the zone. So, rather than having you scour the entire zone, you have these breadcrumbs that take you to the spot. It's a good idea. I think it's also a good idea to have this bench, which is much, much closer to this fight. Oh, it's a good thing we checked in with Krage. Okay, the nectar is from Krage. Bartender, I've been tasked to acquire a nectar of significant age. Would you retain any such drink? After the finer stuff, eh? Sure, I might have a few vessels left, but I can't be selling them cheap. The shells in my cellar are the last I forgot my Krage voice. The shells in my cellar are the last left in Pharloom. Once they're gone, no bug will ever taste such sweetness again. Okay. Yo, 480! Oh my god. Okay, we gotta go get... I was asking for stuff to spend my rosaries on. Boy, did I get my wish. For now, bartender, I cannot spare so many rosaries. So just suit yourself. Maybe you'd rather pour the cheap stuff? Give your shell a kick before you head out into our blighted lands? I wouldn't necessarily mind that, except I am completely broke. Which means maybe I will actually equip that. I'm starting to see maybe there might be some utility in this. God damn it, I gotta press the right buttons. Press the right buttons to go to my crest menu. I could see some utility in this Dead Bug's charm. The Dead Bug's purse, I should say. Because if it could be a good idea for us to just fill up on silk. No, but you get your cocoon. You don't need to fill up on silk. What am I thinking? I was just thinking of buying a drink to fill up on some silk before we go back to the fight. But you get your cocoon back, so that's not... You don't need that. That's not necessary. Okay. So we have some nectar to buy once we get our stuff back. New is not here. Because New is out and about. Maybe this says where New is. A scroll detailing the scents and tastes of Pharloom's various bugs and beasts. The scents and tastes. That's all the detail they're going to give us. You don't get any more than that. Not even from the Needlein. Okay, anything from the... Was it the Weary Pilgrim over here? Aged Pilgrim. 'Tis a blessed bit of luck to find this place, eh, sister? This must be the same as before, right? I think it's the same as before. Don't know for sure. Oh, no, he is changing his dialogue. Might have taken me a beat to build the courage. But I can feel it closer. I can feel it closer now. The Citadel calling me up. Yeah, good luck with that. We've gotten a taste of the Citadel. It's a visit, all right. It is a thing. It sure do be a thing. No, it's the wrong direction. Oh my god, I'm facing the wrong friggin' direction. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. We gotta use more of this. Use more of the trap. Because he's certain to, at some point, fly into that, you know? And then use Threadstorm right there. Should've used Threadstorm. Jumped into him. That's what we want to do, is actually get close to him. The boss can fucking fall on you. What a wonderful mechanic that is. Oh, fuck. Shit, I'm not getting close enough to you. It's definitely the play, though, is when he, well, not there, but most of his moves, you actually want to get close to him. No, fuck. Not when he's doing the blade. Okay, he's dead. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one more hit and heal, except that last hit killed him. I'm gonna heal. Just give me a heal before anything else happens. Please, oh my god. Oh, we get a beast shard? We get a beast shard? Why is that not as exciting as I was hoping it would be? I was hoping for something at least like a charm memory locket, but no. No. This is... I mean, I love the idea that you can just be going back through a part of the world that you've been to before, and all of a sudden you get a boss fight that wasn't there before. Like, that's a great idea. I love it. I just hate that I only got a beast shard for that. I feel like I deserved a little bit more. That I had earned just a little bit more for my troubles. But, okay. Let's get back on the trail. Let's get back on the scent of finding Mr. Pillboy. And we are just going right back to the halfway house. Okay. Wait. Okay, but then yeah, okay, the scent continues. Do we ride the elevator? Yes. Ooh. I love Hornet's mobility. It's so good. The trail has gone cold, though, because I've taken too long. Okay, we need to pick up the scent again. We need a new... Another one of those bells. Ooh, I love how stuff is dying more quickly than it did before. Love that for us. Okay, where can I get another bell to help me find the trail? Where's it at? Shit. Oh my god. Well, I guess I gotta go back down, huh? I guess I gotta go back down. There's no way around it. Oh my god! That's the scarecrow. And you know what? It did its job. It sure scared the bejesus out of me, because I thought that is the most massive craw bug I've ever seen. It's pretty sturdy. All that rag pelt that we picked up for Krage. This thing's durable, that's for sure. I can't help but think of that one room in Hollow Knight at the far end of the Graven Ash, where a similar scarecrow had been constructed, and something happened after endlessly whacking the heck out of that scarecrow, whatever the heck it was, scarebug. Okay, let's get back on course here. Give me the trail again. Should have called the elevator first. I'm actually gonna do that. Let's go back in here. Bench real quick. Even though it does respawn those enemies, but it's fine. It's fine. I am actually gonna... I just realized I want to respec my charms as well. There's a lot to keep track of here. And I'm doing my best. Doing as much as I can. I want to get more shards. We need more shards. So let's do that. And let's get rid of this polyp pouch and give me back my weave light. There we go. And give me back my drill, baby drill. Because maybe there will... No! Maybe there will be a time for us to bring that into the action. Okay, track. Elevator. You can even see the scarecrow there. I just didn't notice it on the elevator ride up because I was focused on tracking the trail. Oh my god, you're way over here. You gotta go all the way up there, huh? I was gonna so fancily pogo off of those spikes and look cool in the process, but that didn't go the way I wanted. Oh, I just was picking up that shard and not expecting an elevator ride back down. I hate that this goes away. It goes away too soon, man. Like you gotta track it up here to the top and the trail goes cold too quick. It's a little too fast for me, or I'm a little too slow. No! Shit! Fuck, man. Okay, this is frustrating me. This is just... I need to get... Let's get these enemies out of here. That'll be a little bit of a... Just get rid of these guys to make my life a little bit easier. And now... Okay. Here we go. Here's some more bells. Man, this guy, where in the heck did this guy fly off to? I want to get this guy out of here. Oh my god, why are you so hard to hit? Fucking... Oh, I'm getting pissed, man. I'm getting annoyed at these little bugs that won't just get out of my way. Oh, they just all that mess to go to Sinner's Road. I see. So it's actually taking us into new territory here. Oh my god. Okay. New enemies that we've never crossed paths with. Okay. Wow, we're really delving into new territory here, aren't we? Good lord, I'm completely passing by this room for the moment, just to try to get this quest handled. Who's that? I don't think that's our pillbug, but this reminded me of the guy from was it Space Ghost Coast to Coast? Brack? Was that his name? No, one of these guys is new. We've faced off against the Shuriken guy before though. Jesus Christ. Dude, this is going all the way into Sinner's Road. Oh my god. Are those grubs down in the I don't want to even jump in the water because it feels like I'm going to get eaten by the grubs down there. Okay, this is seriously, I'm trying my best to hold it together here, but this is Stress City. When you're going into a new area like this, and I mean, I could take the time. I don't have to just keep running after this tracking quest. I could just take the time to slowly, thoroughly explore every single room along the way, which is what I normally try to do. I think I hear him. Okay, I hear him. I hear him. He's being waylaid by some wannabe assassins. Get out of here. We found our guy, at least. At long last. Are we having fun yet? Safely saved is Pill. But who is this rare carer for the shell of another? Name yourself, good bug. I am Hornet Pill. Your brother wished for your return to Belheart, where he waits now. I'm sure he will be eager to see you alive. Young Tip. Oh, how he worries always. Blessed I am for the care, him and you, Miss Hornet. A lucky bug is me. Yay, missing brother, wish granted. So great. Head fast for Belheart, Pill. These lands are not for traveling without a sharp blade and claw. Amigamana, yes. Ah, to Belheart and my brother I shall fly quickly quick. If you pass that way again, stop and give greeting. Didn't even get a Silksong. He's just off. Off like that. All right, we'll do that back at Bellheart. Okay. Okay, so we got to do a thing. We're opening up some new pathways here already in the Sinner's Road. I have no map because we're, you know, in a new zone. Life is, everything is good. Everything is fine. Let's make our way back. Let's, yeah, I'm just not ready yet. I'm not ready to explore a new zone. I'm glad to do the rescue mission, but my mind has not transferred over yet. Oh my god. Okay, we did come in this way, so this is good. We're going back the way we came. I just forgot how far of a fall it was. I don't have a map. Why? Stop looking at your map because you don't have it. That thing just shoved on my, oh my god. Jesus. What the fuck is going on, man? Can't hit the damn thing either. That's great. Can't hit the damn thing. Can you jump up here? Can you jump up here? I had a feeling you would be able to. There's two of them. Fuck. Fuck. No wonder these things are caged up normally. Normally, these things are fucking caged for a reason. No. Fuck me. It's still coming. It's still coming! I think we're getting close to a stopping point here. I think this is, yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. At the very least, I need to take a little bit of a break because I can tell my frustration level is peaking. Frustration level is like through the roof because I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying my best to put it into words, but it's just one of these things with me and games sometimes where when there is too much happening at once, when it feels like there's too much happening, it's so much fun, but it's also stress. And I'm doing my best to roll with the punches and deal with that stress. I forgot. We can buy some nectar. That might alleviate some of my stress because that will at least make my purse a little lighter, so I don't have to worry about dying nearly as much. Let's get that vintage nectar. Let's get it. Hey, fair trade. And the age stuff's down at the... I forgot my... Keep forgetting my craze voice. The age stuff down at the bottom of the cellar. I'll trust you collect only the vessel you're owed. I'd be grabbing it myself, but it's become a hard climb for my stiffened shell. We gotta go get it ourselves? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Down we go into Krage's cellar. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? It looks like there's like, it almost seems like there's eyes in the background. What are those? Why does it look like there are a whole bunch of eyeballs staring at us, creepily? Why does it feel that way? I did not mean to heal, I meant to... I was gonna do a silk storm. A thread storm. I think probably part of the other frustration is that I don't feel like I'm very good at the game today. That I'm like mashing buttons, pressing the wrong buttons, missing enemies. Nothing is quite going the way that I'm planning. Yeah, I just need to get a little bit more focused. Just get a little bit more dialed in, locked in, and that's all you need. A little bit more needle strike too. Needle strike is OP. Love this ability. Am I missing any sus walls? could be, but I haven't seen any so far. Ah, we got a new journal entry for the mites, or a new hunter's notes. Individually, they offer little challenge, but their numbers are surely vast, and most remain hidden. We already, I think, got the similar bugs would gnaw away at unguarded food supplies in my homeland. As a child, I would hunt them, eager to make use of myself and test my skills. Yeah, we got that one. Maybe we'll do some more hunter's journal reading here in a moment. Maybe that will calm me down a little bit. Get me back on track. I guess instead of eyeballs, these are all like his various... This wine cellar of his, or nectar cellar. That's what these are. These are all bottles of nectar, or kegs of nectar, maybe. Oh. Oh, of course there was going to be a fight. Of course there was going to be a fight. Of course this wasn't going to be that easy. What the fuck? The ants are upon us. Just like that. The ants have popped out. Popped back in from Hunter's March. It wasn't going to be that easy. It's been a while since we faced off against the ants. Ooh, one of these guys. Was there more down? Well, there was at least this guy here. We'll take him out. But there was also, it looked like there was another. Oh, there is more up here. I'm happy to use Silkstorm to Silkstorm or Threadstorm through the floor. Advanced hunter strats. More than happy to use that to my advantage. Did we come all the way? There was. This is a deep. There's one here too. Holy shit. I wonder if I can. We can damage them. We can damage them with the. Let me make sure I get a heal here. We can use our tool. Normally, if I would try to pogo off of his thick bone mask, it wouldn't damage him, but with the drill, we get to turn the tables. Bro, where are you? It's a little hard to aim this though, if I'm being honest. There we go, perfect. Oh man, when it actually does land. No, are you serious? More? Oh man, dude, that's like the perfect response to those guys. Wow, that is so good. Okay, it did open up a little bit of a tunnel down here, but it doesn't really go very far. Dude, how many of these things are we gonna have to kill? How many of these motherfuckers? All right. Add one of you! Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm totally gonna cheese this guy. If the game will let me, I will do it. I will do it, man. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's not letting me, though. Shit. We need to have a talk with Krage. We seriously need to have a talk with this guy. Do you realize the infestation that you have in your basement? Do you realize, my friend? Fuck, I totally missed that Silksong. Do you realize? Wait, why is it dashing away from the wall? Because I'm not holding toward the wall, that's why. I'm being maybe over careful with this guy, I don't know. Just need to get into a good rhythm with the hunters, the needle strike. Just need to get in the good rhythm. That guy's patterns are not that bad. Gosh, I need a heal though. I need a heal. I shouldn't have used that Silkstorm. Dude, it's so hard to navigate in here when these platforms feels like we're losing platforms. Okay, well at least we got one heal. This guy's flight patterns are still kind of flummoxing me. Holy shit. There are so many freaking hands down here. Oh shit. I'm exhausted, man. I'm like literally about to keel over here from exhaustion. Just from a whole bunch of ants. Holy crap. Was that worth it? Was that We're after some pale oil here. Dude, when you compare the amount of work that we're gonna have to go through to get this one single pale oil compared to getting the pale oil, your first pale oil in Hollow Knight, pale ore. Holy shit, man, I'm exhausted. I'm beat. Krage, oh my god. You're back, miss. Heard a little commotion below. I trust everything went smoothly. Krage, you knew what I was in for, didn't you? Holy shit. This guy knew. Sir, your cellar seems to have an ant problem. I assume in sending me down, it merely slipped your mind to mention. Yeah, in retrospect now, it's not that you have a back problem or anything. It's that you just didn't want to go deal with the frickin' ants. Ah, oh yes, well, with your weapon and talent and what, I'm sure that didn't pose a problem. And why, I see you've collected your prize, so we both come out well for the trade. Enjoy your nectar, miss. No simple pilgrim will ever taste a drop so fine. Holy shit, man. All I can do is just sit and grin. All I can do is sit and grin. And just like that, it's like nothing ever happened. Everything's behind us. Nothing ever freaking happened. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead now that we've obtained our nectar, and we were able to retrieve Pill, save Pill from the Sinner's Road, which I do want to explore, maybe, but we're gonna get into that probably next time. What we're gonna do for now is head back to Bellheart and check in with Pill and Tip. And I think we might also just do some Hunter's Journal reading. Because I did mention I wanted to keep getting caught up on that. So let's head to Bellheart and do our business. And we will have 3 soon enough, hopefully. We'll have 3 of our pale oil quest items. Nothing new from you, right? Oh, there is something new from Pavo. If you're ever finding that Bellhelm a little bear, make sure to speak with Frey. She's been known to gather all sorts of fancy furnishings. That stock's useless for a passing pilgrim, But for a new resident, it's just the stuff to turn a bell into home. Aha! I had a feeling we were going to be decorating in some way. And now we know it's going to be, well, maybe there will be multiple ways, but one way at least will be through phrase stock. We are lucky to have you, Miss Traveler. In Bellheart, you are always welcome. You and your big, sharp blade. Right back at you, buddy. Right back at you, pal. Well, welcome to you, our newest resident. I hope you're finding your new home to your taste. It is a finely forged bell, madam. I'm fortunate to have a safe space to rest, even if my stay here may be short. However long you're with us, I've been holding onto some fine goods that'll cozy up your home. This stuff ain't for the riffraff winding through, but a fellow bellhearter deserves the finest. So nice to be called a fellow bellhearter. There are a few things here to add. We've got a desk. A sturdy home is the heart of any bell home. Use it to take stock of your situation or organize your artifacts. Could it actually be of some use besides just cosmetic? Organize your artifacts, huh? Wonder what that means. Gleam lights, twine-strung globes filled with gleam flies. Oh, do we finally know what these things are called? They're not lumaflies, they're gleam flies. These will brighten up even the darkest bell. And then we have bell lacquer. You have a good solid bell up there, though its surface is showing its age. Why not have us paint it fresh, a protective coat and a little flair? Okay, I don't think these are any that I want to dip into my, well, I don't know, we'll see. I didn't mean to go to the Hunter's Journal. What I wanted to do was go to, I was gonna check, what was I gonna check here? Oh, we have a new quest item to read. I don't need to dip into my rosary stash for any of this, I don't think. But maybe I will for one of them. We'll see. I'll think about it for a little bit. Vintage nectar, high quality nectar of a long-lived aphid. It's kept in storage over many lifetimes to allow a complex maturation. We still have this key to use. That's another thing we could do at the Citadel. Some bone scrolls to turn in. We could turn those in for rosaries. So there's a couple options here that we can mull over. Well, and I will do that for now. Mull over those options. The brothers, though, have reunited. Couriers, Tip and Pill. Miss Saving, we are together at last. My brother and myself both returned to safety safe. I'm pleased you found one another. If you're planning to venture out again, I would urge you reconsider for the sake of your shells. We know it, muchly much. We cannot be leaving this home of bells no more. Here's we will remain for shells to survive. But we instead did plan together, clever. Yes, those pilgrims, them that pass, maybe they will help for small reward as we have. Even you, Miss Saving, yes, saving is done. Our wishes now we ask. Now is time for Miss Courier. Couriers, I require a rasher of meat for an old bug in the Citadel. Can you prepare it for me? A bug up? They's knows our finest food. If they's appreciate, we can prepare it most prompt. Miss Courier has only to ask. Oh, wait, what? What are these? We have the Courier's Rasher, but there's also... We get to make deliveries for them? Oh, wow. Cool, some new quests for us. I want the Courier's Rasher for sure. We'll take that first. It's yours, Miss Courier. We've been turned into a courier. I did not realize that we were getting co-opted here. It's... Oh god, and we're dripping with the blood from the meat. Oh my god, it is yours, Miss Courier. Meat's prepared fresh as fresh in our special way. Miss Courier must know our rasher is delicious, strong, fatty food, but it is not long to last if not stored quick. It is flavor, fast turns foul. Oh god, so I've got to do this. If the rasher is likely to spoil, then I shall make fast for the Citadel. I have no desire to see your efforts or your scant supplies wasted. But hold, Miss Courier, before depart, you mustly know all deliverings are in needing of great care. Don't tell me we're not going to be able to ride the Bellway, or is that what you're going to tell me here? Oh my god. It's like the delicate flower quest. No bump, no shake, no taking funny transport. Only leg, claw, wing must be used to see them where they need be going. Carry the deliverings, safe, Miss Courier. Cared for like your own shell. And is it actually, if we take damage, we're gonna... Maybe it's not like the delicate flower where one hit it breaks. But it looks like it might take multiple hits. So if you're getting hit by enemies, oh my god. You can potentially break it. Keep safe, Miss Courier. You and your deliverings fragile. Both can be. Oh my god. You have the goods, Miss Courier. Now only the deliverings need doing. Don't wait here. Do not wait, Miss Courier. You hold it. Okay, I think this is just, they're saying the same thing, but it's like there's multiple exhausted dialogue lines. Excuse me as I got a little something in my throat there thinking about the, oh, we've got to go on a delivery quest. Oh, goodness gracious. Can I at least bench? No, it's ticking away. That's the thing. It's not a... It is a time-oriented quest. Can I at least... Okay, I can at least respec. All right, well, so much for that Hunter's Journal reading that we were going to be doing. I guess we're going to the Citadel. I guess we're going back. Oh my god. So I can't even get in the pneumatic tube, can I? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to do this right now. I can't do this right now. I cannot get in the frame of mind to make it across. We've got to go through Shellwood. Up through the blasted steps. All the way back up. This is... What? I'm not gonna like this, am I? I am not gonna like this. It's not even delicate flower. It's a timed. Imagine having to do the delicate flower except time-based, because that's what's happening here, right? If I just stand around, it's ticking away slowly but surely. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna be able to do this again, right? So this is not the way. This is not how I'm going to end this episode, is me trying to... I'm just going to get even more tilted. I can't do it right now. I can't. It's not in my... We're going to save this for next time, but I am interested... Obviously, I want to continue this quest, because I want Pale Oil. But I just can't do it today. There's been too many things that have my head spinning, and I need a de-stressor. I frankly just need a de-stressor, and the way we're going to do that... We are going to de-stress by doing some Hunter's Journal reading. That's what we're going to do here. We're not going to worry about this delivery quest. There were other delivery quests, though. I saw one to Bone Bottom, and then there was a third that I have no idea where it's going to take us. Let's continue down the road, though. We've read about a lot of our pilgrims so far, and I guess there was an additional pilgrim here that I hadn't put together with the others. The Overgrown Pilgrim. Aged pilgrim, overgrown with lichen and moss. This one's an annoying one for sure. And then, we've only faced off against this one once, I think. The Covetous Pilgrim. Strong bug, replete with rosaries. If angered, they will whip their strings in a ceaseless onslaught. There's one more of these guys somewhere. I think this was in the start of Shellwood, I want to say. A lava lug. Now we have the Deep Docks bugs. Sticky mollusk that defends itself by spraying burning fluid from growths on its back. What seems at first a purely defensive mechanism may also be necessary to rid this creature of excess heat. We have the Smelt Shoveler, low-level worker lost to Pharloom's haunting. Instinct keeps them at their task, though in much simpler fashion than before. This kingdom appears more advanced in metalwork than my own ever was, in great part due to the natural heat source at its base. Working in such an environment is an impressive feat. And those guys are alongside the Flintstone Flyers. Aerial worker lost to Pharloom's haunting bears a pouch full with Flintstone, which they will fling at intruders. Meet the Flintstones. That incendiary material they carry is a natural wonder with many potential applications. What a waste to carelessly throw it at me whenever I pass by. Yeah. If only we could talk some sense into him. The Flint Flame Flyers. Say that 10 times fast. Brave Flyer carrying, or maybe 7 times fast, because that's all that you need. 7 more of them to complete the hunter's notes. Brave worker carrying unstable flint flame and wearing a heavy bell to protect against potential ignition. The smoke rock sifter. I love these names. Symbol bearing worker of the deep docks. Pans the halls of smoke rock to find traces of more precious minerals. The deep docks is a cool level, and I'm looking forward to checking back there with a simple key, as well as some other... There's a few different abilities and things to unlock and progress in that zone eventually. The brush flit, I guess we're looking now at the Farfields stuff. Tiny, timid creatures that huddle in flocks and flee at the first hint of danger. The furted, skittish scrambler of the far fields. Its antennae resemble stalks of grass to aid in camouflage. It has no means to defend itself. Its only hope for survival is to be mistaken for a plant. That's a last-ditch effort if you ever saw one. Flapping furted, docile bug whose wings mimic the grasses of the far fields. A common snack for larger predators. Defeat 2 more. And then, yeah, the fourth chorus. This was a cool one. Oh, it is a towering iron automaton. Oh, okay. Now that I see this again, it feels very related to the, what were they called? We had them at the beginning now, and I've already forgotten their names, but the dancers, right? The Cogwork, were they the Cogwork dancers? Towering automaton driven by rotor and cog. A terrifying achievement of Pharloom to build a construct so large and yet so nimble. What a cool boss fight. Love that. The way they set that one up. The Scarlid, small burrowing ant, servant to the larger Scar. These bugs work mainly as finders and foragers for the warriors of their tribe. Combat has not long been their nature. We also have the Scar Wing, darting predator that clings fast to roofs and outcrops, often summoned to aid its larger companions. They would make effective hunting companions, though even without the haunting, I suspect their loyalty would always remain to their clan. So these guys are haunted as well. We haven't had the, the orange eyes to kind of give away that certain enemies are haunted or caught by the infection or the curse. But I guess maybe we just, if anything is not talking to us, then it's probably haunted. If we're not able to interact, probably best to assume the haunted. The haunting has got him. Scar Scout, young ant hunter, wielding sickles carved from teeth. Ooh. Will often call for aid if danger comes close. Despite their youth, they are impressive opponents. It seems likely their tribe were trained for combat from birth. The Scar Stalker, skilled ant hunter, bearing blade and armor fashioned from bone. I love that we were able to drill through that bone, get those dorks out of the way. Fierce, strong, and disciplined, yet these qualities do not protect them from the haunting. Is such a fate inevitable in these lands? The Spear Scar, winged ant hunter that strikes from the air with its bone lance. Annoying little fucker. And the Scar Guard, huge ant hunter tasked to protect the stores and passages of its tribe. Theirs is the perfect shell for their duty, a wall of a warrior and an adept fighter. If I hope to claim their treasures, I must bring my best. Must bring my best indeed. Be ready to go. When going through Hunter's March. Hunter's March. Still, the ants of Hunter's March still kick my butt. Then we get to the bugs of Greymore, which we've started with the Flutter Mites. The Mites. And now we look at the Dreg Catcher. Bug charged to catch dregs of silk that fall from the citadel will attack with its staff if provoked. A Silk Snipper. Scissor-wielding bug charged to cut and spool fallen dregs of silk for return to the citadel above. Okay, so that's what they mean by the dregs. It's dregs of silk. They fall from the citadel above, but then they're supposed to bring it back. What? And then we have the Thread Raker. Tall bug charged to pile silk dregs in preparation for respooling. Their sharp rake now doubles equally well as a stabbing weapon. That's really fascinating. the fact that that's what they're doing. I get it now. The reason they're all talking about the dregs in their Silksong. Because it is that way on the map, right? It's right underneath. Greymoor is underneath the underworks. Why is there silk dripping down from above? There's just a silk overload from what's going on in the Citadel. I forgot we're supposed to sit at the bench and be doing this. We're supposed to be sitting and reading. Who else we got here? Oh, that's right. I forgot to read about the Moorwing. Winged might beast, bred large to catch workers who once tried to flee their tasks. What a taskmaster. With its wranglers long dead, the Moorwing stalked the towers of Greymoor, feasting on passing pilgrims and tenders alike. The wranglers are long dead? I thought, aren't we talking about these guys? The wranglers. I thought we're talking about the Wranglers of the Silk, but it must be something else. The Wranglers are long dead, apparently. Okay, what else we got here? We've got the... I think we did read about the Roach Catcher before. And then... Oh, we did... This was when we were running through the Sinner's Road. We took down a Roach Feeder. Tall Roach Tender charged to feed muck roaches on a lean diet of maggot gruel. Was that what chomped on me as we were trying to escape Sinner's Road? Was that a muck roach? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I think we're just gonna keep going though until we catch up. Have we done it? I think we might have done it. There we go. All our Hunter's Journal entries have been filled out. The Cogwork Dancers. What a phenomenal, just one of my favorite bosses. I don't know, maybe my favorite so far. I just love the, it's gonna be so much fun listening to the music again during editing. But that's where we're gonna wrap up this installment of Silksong. I've got my meat that's ticking away here, but I just don't have it in me today to make it back to the Citadel. I need to figure out where we are gonna go next. We didn't pick up a new ability, so we're not able to navigate to new areas per se, but I kind of want to check back in at the Weave Nest. That might be one place to, maybe we'll do that real quick here. Let's just make that our last little check-in, because I love checking in with Miss Eva to see if there are if she's got some new stuff for us, because I love her upgrades. So that we'll make that our last little jaunt here. But I really enjoyed our introduction to the Citadel, and now we have our main quest. Or main quests, I suppose you could say. Ah, there's our... I didn't read the quest item here. Maybe it'll show... Why did it say that the white key? Why did it have a dot next to it? Maybe that's where the meat was. The meat got added here and I just forgot to read it. And now the meat has spoiled or broken because we have... we've ridden a bellway. Oh! Flick's gone. Flick's not here. Or he's not at his normal spot building. Where has Flick gone? We were just here earlier. So I don't know. He doesn't venture over here, does he? Where Sherma was before? Huh. The dynamic nature of the environment, the NPCs, even though we were just here a moment ago, he's finally... Who knows where he's gone? Who knows? He'll turn up soon, and because we have a delivery with... Did I go too far down? No, I think I'm fine. We have a delivery from the couriers, right? And I suspect that's going to be for... That's going to be a delivery for our buddy Flick. Just a guess. Let's make it one more time, though, into the Weave Nest here. I do need to... I always have to remind myself exactly where we go here. Do we go down? We do go down, don't we? Her chamber is all the way down at the bottom. Yeah. No, nothing new. Dang it. Nothing. Okay. Okay. No new. Because I would love to get like an expanded or an evolved Wanderer's Crest, something like that. You know, I'm hoping for that day. But for now, we will just have to figure out where we're going next. I guess we're going to be taking some meat back to the Citadel. Lovely. Lovely. There might be some other NPCs that I need to check in with that I will think of or remember. Maybe we can check in with Greyroot or something on the way. But if it's a time-based quest, we better not waste any time. Anyway, I'm thinking too far ahead, as I always am, because I do love this game so much and I want to keep playing it. But also, it has stressed me the hell out today. And it's time to take a break, refresh, recuperate, regenerate, and get back at it next time and get ourselves one step closer to some pale oil. Give me that pale oil, man. I need it. My needle needs a level up. Thank y'all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.